Welcome to Santa Rosa Surplus. Today we're going to do a preview look at the upcoming 22 revolver series. 22 revolvers are very hard to get at a reasonable price in new production right now, and I think that the 22 revolver is honestly probably the most valuable single handgun anyone can own. At least anyone rural or who does a lot of target shooting can own. I have to kind of specify that because for some people defensive shooting is the only thing that matters. If you like shooting sports, this is probably the best thing going. Now this is a Sentinel made by Hi Standard. This is a serial number in the 1.8 series, so it's definitely a CNR applicable firearm. We'll talk about CNR, Curio, and Relic 22 revolvers as the series goes on. This is just, again, a teaser. This happens to be one of the best made, best feeling, full-size 9-shot 22 revolvers I've ever experienced. Everything about the grip is fantastic. The aluminum casting on the receiver, it just flows. It's very smooth. I really enjoy it a lot. It shoots very well. The trigger pull is very nice. The sights are exceptional for a snub-nose revolver. Given that you're only dealing with a 2-inch barrel, you have drift adjustable sights and a very nice wide notch, and it's designed like a defensive revolver with adjustable sights, and it shoots like a Target 22. So let's go shoot it a little. They do make speed loaders for 9-shot revolvers. They fit the Hi Standard and the H&R. They shouldn't. 9 shots. Pretty cool. Let's reload. Right now we're shooting CCI standard velocity, 40 grain lead, and there's nothing exceptional about ammo choice with a revolver except figuring out what's more accurate, and we're not doing paper right now. This will knock down the plates reliably on a centerfire plate rack if I hit the top third of the plate. In single action, that's not too hard. So once again, this is the Sentinel. It's a 9-shot 22. This is the R108. They made a whole lot of different models, R106, R104, R100, and they're produced from the 1950s up until, I believe, the 1980s. And I really enjoy them. I also like the H&R revolvers, the 922 and the 929 quite a lot. And I have some Iver Johnson Seal Target 8s. I even have some 22 short revolvers from the 1800s that we'll bring out in the series. One of the problems right now with the market is that we seem to have a lack of inexpensive single action, double action revolvers in 22 caliber. And there's a couple things. You've got the LCR. And I don't particularly care for the LCR. First, the polymer frame is not necessarily a really good field type of frame. I'll talk more about my concerns with polymer in another video, but I live in an area where there's a lot of dust, a lot of dirt, a lot of temperature changes. We go from 115 to -15 outside every year. And ultraviolet damage is pretty significant out here. We have plastics that are warranted for 5-10 years exposure that break down in 2 years. It's part of living out here. And something like this is only available on the used market. They are, however, very plentiful, and we're going to go ahead and do a rough survey, a broad survey, not deep but broad, of many of the common previously produced .22 caliber revolvers. This is one of my favorites. One of the reasons it is because it has a very good full-size revolver boot grip style build. It feels like you're picking up a full-size .38 357 revolver, and that just makes it more comfortable to use, whereas some of the older .22 revolvers have very small grips, very small frames, like the Rome West German revolvers. And with the Hi Standard especially, and the H&R, you tend to have large grips. And the Iver Johnson sealed Target 8s are also very good that way. This is probably the easiest thing to carry that has been produced in a very long time. The barrel length is moderate, and because it's a cast aluminum frame, it's very lightweight but still very durable in .22. Okay.
It's smooth and comfortable, and the grip is awesome. I would like to shoot it more, but ammo costs money, even if it's just .22. So you could help by liking, subscribing, sharing, hang out with us in the comments. You can do Patreon, you can do PayPal, whatever. Just talk about us, that helps too.